This week on Blood Brothers TV.
Oh yeah, I love to bow hunt. We shoot competition archery all throughout the summers, just mainly just to practice on getting us ready for our bow season. I enjoy every chance I can get to go spend time in a tree, because usually I can do that, and about the time it starts getting cold and deer season kind of starts to wrap up, that's when our waterfowl season really picks up, so it kind of works out perfect for where I'm at. I can deer hunt clear up until about the end of November, and then about that time my goose season and duck season really starts to roll, and chase them clear to the end of January, and sometimes into February if I go over to Kansas. Watch the dogs. Catch them up! Nice shot. So I've been pretty fortunate to find and put together a pretty good group of guys that like to cut up, have fun. So that's the main reason why I love to waterfowl hunt and why I used to guide a lot of waterfowl hunts, was just to be able to sit there and enjoy other people's company and cut up and have fun and everything else. The group of guys I got here are pretty much a comedy act to be around, because there's never a dull moment where there's no geese flying or they're just dive bombing us. Somebody's always cutting up and talking about something or everything else, and it's just kind of one of them things that it makes the days go a lot faster and make it a lot more fun and everything else, being out here and having a good group of guys to do it with.
Cherokee Sports presents Blood Brothers, an ancestral bond between like-minded individuals that share one passion. New breed of TV, brought to you by Cherokee Sports. Blood Brothers TV. Share your passion.
I'll tell you what, them light decoys move out there pretty good, you know what?
Oh yeah, they should.
3 breaths. That's what it took me to blow them up.
I was thinking about blowing up some more and putting them set them right against the bank in front of the blinds. Well, I started duck hunting when I was real little, probably. By the time I was big enough to walk, my dad used to be pretty big into duck hunting and everything else, so I grew up duck hunting clear up until the time I was 11. Then we finally started deer hunting then, and I've been at it since, so I've got over 20 some odd years worth of waterfowl and big game hunting experience now.
Ain't no bottom out there, is there?
What?
Ain't a bottom, is there?
Nope.
Watch it now.
I was gonna say, he's getting awful brave.
I know.
And so I got a pretty good group of buddies and everything else. We're all pretty die-hard hunters. Everybody pulls their own weight. Some of them do a lot more scouting, and some of them, between their work schedules, can just come help set decoys. And AJ does a lot of the scouting for us. Reed and Cody and everybody else, they scout if and when they can. And a lot of times they're going to and from work, and I'll get a text or a phone call, maybe in a tree stand or whatever else. Hey, we saw birds such a farm over here. I think we can get in and hunt it, whatever else, and we'll start putting together a game plan. Let them land. Let them land. We'll kill these 4. Hang on, hang on. Kill him. Watch the dogs.
Right there, right.
Touch him up. Nice shot, somebody. Touch him up. Touch him up. Man, they wouldn't finish. They don't like this hay. There's a single coming back behind us.
Blood Brothers TV will be right back.
Blood Brothers, to me, means folks all across the country sharing the same love for the same thing. It's the tie that binds. It's the thing we all have in common. Thus, the definition, Blood Brothers. We may not know each other. We may not have ever talked, but because of our love for what we do in the outdoors, we're all blood brothers. We're all kin. Anybody that you see, anywhere you happen to travel, if he's got camouflage on, if he's got a sticker on his truck or whatever, if you're in a parking lot somewhere and you got a flat tire, that would be the first person you'd go to. He'd be the guy that you could count on helping you out. You would have that common bond, even though you never knew the guy. We all look for that enjoyment that we find in the outdoors, our time off. You know, whether you take vacation time to go hunting or whether it's what you do for a living or whatever it is, it's the same for all of us. It's the desire, it's the enjoyment we get out of that. It's all of it. Our love for the outdoors, hunting and fishing and sitting in a tree stand and watching the sunrise or a duck blind or watching the mist come off the water when you're out on the lake getting ready to make your first cast, all that stuff. We all have that same makeup, that same wiring in our chip. So at the end of the day, we're all blood brothers. And guys, that's what we're going to show you here on Blood Brother TV. We're all blood brothers. Whether you're hunting the most expensive lease in Arkansas during duck season, your granddaddy's farm in Iowa, or public ground right here in Tennessee, it's the tie that binds us together that makes us all blood brothers, is the reason we're out there and the reason we love it. I'm a blood brother. Are you?
Welcome back to Blood Brothers TV.
So I got my first bow when I was probably 12 or 13. And I started shooting it, and it gave me a chance to get into the woods earlier. I didn't have to deal with near many people, especially come gun season. Deer were a lot less spooky, and it was just, I like to sit out in nature and just enjoy watching deer actually move naturally. Because I mean, during gun season, they're running all over the place because people are chasing them all the time, where bow season, they're walking in peaceful and quiet all the other time, and it's fun having a deer walk right underneath your tree stand. And
Squeaky daggum tree stand. Yeah, I know. Squeak, 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 squeak.
the day I quit getting excited about a doe or even a fawn walking right underneath my trees, it's probably the day I'll give this up. But I still get excited every time I see a deer walk underneath my stand. It's just peaceful just to see them walk through. Oh yeah, bow hunt, it's very peaceful, very quiet, and everything else. We go out, and so usually I have several of my best friends that go film with me and everything else. And it's nice to spend time in the tree with them and just chit chat a little stuff, and it's just nice and tranquil. I just love being outside. If you put me in an office setting, I'd probably go insane, and you probably have to be committed to an insane asylum, because I can't sit still very long. I love being outside and just enjoying nature. I mean, I grew up on a farm, so I'm used to working outside, and I couldn't work in an office if I really had to, I don't think. So just being out here, it's nice, peaceful, quiet, see new things every day. It's just something I extremely love to do, and I hope I can keep doing it until the day I die. I would recommend to anybody, take a kid hunting, take your girlfriend, wife hunting. If you got a buddy that, even if he doesn't hunt, but his boy comes to you and says, well, I think I might like that, do anything in all means possible to get that kid out in the outdoors. If you meet buddies on the street, just try to get them to come out and enjoy the outdoors with you. Anything you can do to get more people out here is all it's going to do is help keep everything in touch for the rest of us. Everybody that's in the outdoors, all the money from the outdoor industry, all it basically goes back to is conservation efforts to protect properties, protect different conservation lands and everything else, trying to ensure it so there's stuff for our generations and even more generations to come. That way they've always got the same chance to experience the same things we did. I mean, this is a lot of people's way of life and everything else. They work just so they can come hunting and go fishing. I mean, that's what, if you ask about any outdoorsman why they work and everything else, yes, first of all, it's pay all the bills and everything else, but second is to be able to go hunting and fishing. That's what they love to do. So that's, people will do about anything just to be able to do it.
Just see if we can't get something to come in. We're gonna do quite a bit of rattling and grunting tonight and just give it a shot and see what happens. We're in the last week of our first half of our bow season, and then our rifle season comes in, and then we get ready to bow hunt some more, but more than likely we'll be chasing waterfowl by then, but who knows, we may get back in the tree and stuff gets good again. So
I think he sees a decoy.
Blood Brothers TV will be right back.
If you're serious about your duck hunting, you got to get nasty. You got to get mean. You got to have the tools to get you where you want, when you want.
All that for them, right here.
Welcome back to Blood Brothers TV.
I grew up outside, and farming is just kind of a way of life, so that's basically what I do now is I farm year round and everything else. We farm row crop with corn and soybeans here in Missouri, and then when I'm not farming, I'm usually either guiding waterfowl hunts or I'm out trying to film my own waterfowl hunts and big game hunts all over the country. So this is something I've had a passion to do all my life, and being able to stay outside and farm and everything else is just a bonus on top of being able to travel and hunt and film with great friends like these guys that are down here hunting with us now. I'd probably be a pretty boring person if I couldn't go outside, because some people like to call me a hermit, because if and when I do get home from being on the road for long trips, I don't hardly leave my house unless I have to go out. I mean, besides doing my work around the farm, when I come home, I'm home to be home. So if I couldn't be outside and do this, I really don't know where I would be now. I probably wouldn't have near the friends I do now, or near the friendships I've made throughout my entire life now. So I'd probably be a pretty boring individual and probably live in a suburb somewhere and have a 9-to-5 job and probably have no pets, no dogs, no cats, no nothing, and just being just a plain Jane person. That'd be a pretty boring life to me. So yeah, the people that live outdoors and hunt and fish and do everything else, they tend to have a more realistic approach to how life is, or how life should be. But just to get outside is just a relief. Just a lot of people just be able to get outside and just enjoy Mother Nature. Whether you have real successful days, or even some of my funnest hunts are the days we didn't kill anything. But it was just the company I was in, and everything else made the day.
Yes. Finally. We've been waiting all year. I think that's that big 9-point we've been seeing. Got plenty of character. Definitely one of the neatest bucks I've ever killed, and one of the funnest hunts I've ever got to be on. And I'm just fortunate enough to have my best friend come with me and actually film this one for me.
Our early goose season, most of our geese tend to loaf on ponds during the midday, and so this time of year the corn's just now starting to get cut, so most of the corn's still standing, so the geese just hop from pond to pond. So we try to stay away from the ponds that they actually roost on, just to keep the birds there, and we just kind of hop from pond to pond. And the thing about early goose season, if you try to hunt it for the 9-day season straight, you better have about 9 different ponds you can hop back and forth to, because once you get in and get into them, they tend to not want to come back to that same spot. But so that's about the way we do it here in the early season, just because most of our crops are still in, so we can't pull out the big spreads and go sit in the corn. And it's just not natural for this time of year for us.
The cows are eating your blind stuff. They're gonna be nibbling on you here in a minute.
That's what we're hoping for.
And so yeah, most of the ponds we hunt are cattle ponds. As you can see here, there's plenty of cows in here. They keep the grass mowed way down. So we've got a few big watershed lakes we hunt, but that's usually the bigger watershed lakes is where they tend to roost. So these cattle ponds tend to work the best for us. And some days when we get places we can hide, we kind of use a tactic we use every once in a while. Take a hay bale and roll it out and hide the layout blinds in it. And it tends to work out pretty well for us from time to time. Sometimes it doesn't, but that's just part of hunting.
Brothers TV will be right back. Cherokee Sports, solutions for the sportsman. Welcome back to Blood Brothers TV.
Kill him! Kill him! Back! Fetch it up! Go! Fetch it up! Hey, fetch it up.
You shot first, I know. Hey, where's those? Where are they going?
Fetch it up! Susie, fetch it up!
You shot first.
All these birds we're shooting now, it's early season. The season just opened yesterday, so these birds, this is the first time they've ever been educated, so we always try to hide our blinds the best we can, put the decoys out the best we can, and try to set it up to sit right on the X and make it as natural as possible, just the same as we do in late January, because our favorite thing is to shoot geese at 10 yards or less, feet hanging down. You can see the bands dropping down as soon as they come down, because that's about the neatest thing in the world, watching a goose come up, cuffed up completely, feet down, and setting right at your feet. I'll never get tired of seeing that sight.
Lay down.
Oh, right here on top of us, guys.
Lay down.
Kill him! Hey, watch the dogs. Watch the dogs.
Hey, get back in the blind.
Freddy. Whew. How many we got?
Yeah, boys.
Fetch him up.
Sorry, brother. I didn't mean to shoot you on top of you, brother.
Come here, Suze. Fetch him up. Try to drag like 4 arms. Over there. Come here, fetch it up. Hey, tell you what. Come here, fetch it up.
Hang on, let's see what these do right here. Huh? We got 2 cripples right here. We need to get.
Try to do everything I can between me and AJ and everybody else in our scouting to try to get everybody that has a full-time job, that when they get a chance to come out and hunt, I want to make it as worthwhile to them as possible. And that's probably more what the outdoors means to me than anything. Just getting friends of mine outside with us and taking kids anytime I get a chance to. And anybody new that ever wants to go, I usually always have a spot I can get them in a blind, something just to try to show them the outdoors and show them exactly what we do and why we love to do it so much. Come out of freaking everywhere, just sitting there shoving shells in.
Oh, you look good from back there.
They come out. I don't care. Bling, bling. Put all the fans right here so we get some photos of them.
988.
We ain't done yet, are we?
No.
You're the band. That ain't all the geese that have been in here.
Hey, this is your band right here, buddy. You come with that gun. Oh, yeah.
Susie, kennel. Here, come here. Kennel. Kill him. Ho, ho, ho.
On the rat.
Actually, woo.
Randy needs to come over and get this cripple before it slides off.
Susie, fetch it up.
Get him, Suze. That
Angel.
girl.
Girl. All right. Woo. Good girl.
That's what you call. I was just blowing jewelry. Yeah, that's when I shot too.
All right. There's another band. Jewelry. Everybody's walking out here with bands.
Got
today.
another one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he?
Yes, sir.
That's the way it started.
So it's great having friends that are located on about a 50-mile kind of square radius around us, that it's kind of nice to be able to know, okay, who's seeing what and everything else, and everybody kind of pulls their own weight trying to make this thing happen. And that's probably why we're so successful at actually getting in on some good hunts.
Blood Brothers TV rocks. If you'd like a chance of having your hunt filmed, just become a Cherokee Sports Blood Brother by going to www.bloodbrotherstv.com. A new breed of TV, brought to you by Cherokee Sports. You've been watching Blood Brothers TV.